viewers, now the differences between the Congress and the left only seem to be intensifying. A day after Congress MP Rahul Gandhi kickstarted his election campaign by filing his nomination in Wayanad, the Lok Sabha seat, with a roadshow, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan made a pointed observation. He's asserted here that the Congress consciously refrained from displaying their respective flags during the event, citing apprehension of the BJP taking on them. The Kerala Chief Minister accused Rahul Gandhi of lacking the courage to publicly exhibit his own party's flag, adding that Congress wants IUML's votes but won't acknowledge their flag. Let's listen to what he said.
ഒരു മാധ്യമം റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്ത കാര്യമുണ്ട്. അവർ പറഞ്ഞത് കഴിഞ്ഞ തവണ വിവാദമുണ്ടായ പശ്ചാത്തലത്തിലാണ് ഇത്തവണ ലീഗിൻ്റെ പതാകയും കോൺഗ്രസിൻ്റെ പതാകയും ഒഴിവാക്കി പ്രവർത്തകർ രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധിയുടെ റോഡ് ഷോയിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തത്. ഇത് ഒരുതരം ഭീരുത്വമല്ലേ? മുസ്ലിം ലീഗിൻ്റെ വോട്ട് വേണം, പതാക പാടില്ല എന്ന നിലപാട് എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്? ലീഗ് പതാക ലോകത്തെ കാണിക്കുന്നതിൽ നിന്ന് ഒളിച്ചോടാൻ സ്വന്തം കൊടിക്ക് പോലും അയിത്തം കൽപ്പിക്കുന്ന ദുരവസ്ഥയിലേക്ക് കോൺഗ്രസ് എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് താണുപോയത്?
Now, even though Congress and the CPI are allies at the national level, at least at this point in time, the differences in the state level are out in the open for everyone to see and possibly for BJP to even exploit. It's the seat of Wayanad that's important at this point in time for the Congress, that they're really willing to risk their ally is the question. Clearly, it looks like that because Pinarayi's remarks led to the leader of opposition, V.D. Satheesan, hitting out at Chief Minister Vijayan. And he even said that the leader need not be really overly concerned about the Congress and accused him of being afraid of Prime Minister Modi and claimed all his acts of attacking the Congress party is to help Prime Minister Modi and keep him in good books.
Chief Minister of Kerala is having an unholy nexus with the BJP. How we propagate or our propaganda, how should be our propaganda? That should be decided by UDF, not by the Chief Minister of Kerala. He can look after his own LDF matters. There is no need to intervene our propaganda. There are sufficient leadership in the UDF. Other side, they are under fear of the BJP and central agencies. Because for appeasing BJP, they are making statements.
Now, all this infighting, of course, has given the BJP the wiggle room. They wanted to attack the I.N.D.I.A alliance with Union Minister Smriti Irani questioning the alliance itself. Smriti went on to question the case of the missing IUML flags at Rahul Gandhi's nomination filing.
ये कैसा alliance है जो दिल्ली में होगी, केरला में बैटिंग, दिल्ली में फ्रेंडशिप, केरला में फाइटिंग. The alliance is an alliance of looters. India alliance is an alliance of the corrupt. तो मैंने अध्यक्ष जी से कहा कि कल यहाँ पर कांग्रेस का भी नॉमिनेशन भरा गया, उसमें मुस्लिम लीग का फ्लैग मिसिंग था, है ना? वो इसलिए मिसिंग था क्योंकि जब वो नॉर्थ इंडिया में आएंगे चुनाव लड़ने, तब वो कहेंगे कि मैं राम भगवान में मानता हूँ, तब मंदिर मंदिर जाएंगे. अगर हिम्मत है तो राहुल गांधी वायनाड में भगवा झंडा लेकर जय श्री राम बोलकर दिखाए.
Well, while all of this, of course, was happening, we also managed to speak to Rahul Gandhi. Let's listen to what his reaction was.
All the people of Wayanad, regardless of whether you are from the UDF or from the LDF, I have a relationship with you. You're all my family members. We might disagree on our ideology, but we agree that we have a tremendous relationship with each other.
To try and decipher what exactly the strategy here was, or whether it was a debacle, P. Santhosh Kumar of the CPI joins us. We also have George Kurian, political analyst, advocate E. Krishnadas, BJP spokesperson, is with us today. K. A. Shaji, senior journalist, who also is from Wayanad, is today with us on the broadcast. I'm going to take this across. Firstly, to the CPI spokesperson here, P. Santhosh Kumar. This is quite an interesting jibe that, the Chief Minister himself is taking. Now, please try and explain to our viewers. Well, it is, of course, a battleground nonetheless, whether alliances are there at the national level or not. The CPI and the Congress has made it very clear on multiple seats. And the more important one that we're talking about is Wayanad, because Rahul Gandhi is contesting from here. But do you feel it's appropriate to take these jibes at such a juncture when you have just about a couple of weeks to go before the first phase of the elections begin? And, doesn't it give the BJP so much more room to attack the alliance that it's not one, it's not together, nothing really makes a difference to them other than defeating the BJP?
No, the LDF in Kerala already expressed its position very clearly. That we are of the opinion that the Congress leadership, especially the top brass of the Congress, should try to decrease the representation of BJP. And instead of doing that, they're trying to decrease the representation of the left. That is why the top brass of Congress party, not only Rahul Gandhi and others, are also coming and contesting against the left front in Kerala. So this should be avoided. This was our position. So now, after fielding Venugopal and others in Kerala, they can't say this is our family, we are always with the people of Kerala. So these are all claims without any basis. So in Kerala, there is no India alliance as such. There is a sharp political polarization between LDF and UDF, and BJP is not going to win even a single seat once again. So this fight will continue. Unlike other parts of the country, Kerala is an entirely different, politically an entirely different area. So the LDF-UDF fight will continue. And we are sure of a victory in Kerala.
Won't this have a bearing on the national alliance, on the perception of the people towards this alliance? That remains the concern, isn't it, Mr. Santhosh Kumar?
So the simple thing is that the top brass of the Congress party, including Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as I told you, should try to decrease the representation of BJP. And why should they come and contest?
So why wasn't
Kerala,
this discussed when the talks of seat sharing was happening, when multiple alliance meetings happened? Why weren't all of these discussed weeks ahead of the election? Aren't you doing more damage to the alliance and the image of it by making these sort of statements in public? This should have been a part of the discussion. 3 months ago, 4 months ago, there were multiple meetings in multiple states.
No. What I have stated is a reality. These talks were now happen between the LDF and UDF in Kerala, and it's impossible also. We all know that Kerala is a state where there is a sharp, as I told you, polarization between LDF and UDF. There is no any chance of allying in this India alliance.
But there is a Congress top brass. There is a Congress top brass. At least the Congress top brass could have been spoken to. Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself is contesting against your candidate there.
So I do agree but that the Congress party should explain. Why should they come? Especially the top brass should come and contest against the CPI and left front in Kerala. This is the question which they should answer. They should explain.
But what the Congress party has maintained, Mr. Kumar, is that Rahul Gandhi already has won this seat. It is now his constituency. This is the second time he's contesting. The CPI has lost last time. So why again try to come back there and take it back from the Congress? That shows that you want to fight it out with the Congress there.
See, it's a joke only. I can tell you, in the last Lok Sabha elections, the LDF lost 19 seats. So what does it mean? Then what is the point in contesting in Trivandrum, the CPI? CPI lost a seat last time also. And what is the point in contesting Thrissur? Why the CPM should contest in other
let me not deviate too much from the topic at hand today. Explain to me, Mr. Santhosh Kumar, what is the issue of the flag that you were raising? While the nominations were filed, of course, we saw minimal use of flags there. You said that, or your chief minister rather, and some of your other leaders have been saying that the Congress refrained from using any flag during the rally. Explain to our viewers why this is an issue. And which flag are you referring to?
No, I can tell you one thing. again, it is the Congress party to explain, because we actually termed it as an act of cowardice, nothing short of an act of cowardice, because BJP was trying to make a certain issue out of this, and the Congress party, unfortunately, following a soft Hindutva position in many parts of the country. I am sorry to say. I don't know the real reason, but it happened. Many of the Muslim League cadres, Muslim League is the backbone of the UDF in Kerala, and many of its cadres came with the green flags, but they were not allowed to, wave it or show it. So the Congress party should explain it. Why they refrain their cadres from showing it publicly. I can't say on it any comment, but make more comments on it.
Mr. George Kurian, I want you to come in here. Mr. Santhosh Kumar says, why did the Congress have to hide these flags, their own and their allies' flags there while the nomination rally was happening?
And that's the backbone of the Congress. I mean, Muslim League is the backbone of the Congress party.
No, I'm asking Mr. Let's bring George Kurian into the debate.
Well,
Mr. Kurian,
Deepak,
I believe you're on mute. If you could unmute yourself and then respond. Yeah.
Deepak,
good evening. Go ahead.
Am I audible? Deepak,
Yes, you are.
am I
Go ahead.
audible? Yeah, okay. Deepak, good evening to you, to my co-panelists on
Yes,
the
Mr.
show,
Kurian,
and to your
go ahead.
audience. Let me make it clear to your audience that the Congress party is confident, and the UDF in Kerala, to be very specific, is confident about winning all 16 seats that they're contesting. And this flag row by the Chief Minister, Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, is just uncalled for. He's just trying to divert and distract the people from the real issues. And Mr. Santhosh Kumar happened to say that, and I agree with you, Deepak. You rightly said that the CPI is trying, the Congress party is trying to come and take away the space of CPI in Kerala. One thing is for sure, we have to understand the demographics and the electoral equation in Kerala is different from other states. In Kerala, BJP has no presence. If at all it has very little presence. No doubt they are trying to make inroads, but it's not going to help at this point in time. The CPI and the UDF and the Congress party are the major two political parties. As we know, for the last 10 years, CPI is in power. It keeps rotating in Kerala. For some reason, it didn't happen last time. The Congress couldn't make its government in Kerala. But I'm sure the next assembly election, the Congress party is going to form its government in Kerala. And we don't want to give any political space to the Bharatiya Janata Party. So that's the reason. Having said that, we may have an India alliance at the national level with CPI and CPIM in our bloc. But when it comes to Kerala, we are going to contest independently. We are going to give that space, independent space for the cadre to come and fight. And Rahul, as we all know, that
George
Rahul Gandhi
Kurian,
is
anyone listening to this debate, one thing that they would want to understand, is a united team more difficult to fight, or is a team that has so many differences in so many states, easier to fight? So for the BJP, they don't have real thinking to do here in most parts of the country, because y'all are fighting against each other, saying at the state, well, we have our own differences. Then why form this alliance? And how is this alliance going to work at the national level? Because you have national leaders coming down to the state who are contesting, and at the state level, you're at loggerheads, and then you try to explain and say, well, the BJP has no presence. This is not about the BJP today. Whether the BJP has any sort of presence, they're going to make any sort of inroads in Kerala or not, we'll know on the 4th of June. But whether this sort of an infighting between alliance partners, whether it will be detrimental to the alliance in itself and the ambitions of the alliance, that's the question that we're debating today.
I've understood your question. Deepak, see, as I said earlier, the equation in Kerala is totally different. The political equation, when I'm saying the equation. So in Kerala, the BJP has little presence or no presence, you can call it that way. It is only the CPI and the Congress party who have the presence in Kerala, and that's how the voters vote. So we don't want to give any political space or vacuum for the Bharatiya Janata Party to make inroads into Kerala. That's the reason CPI is contesting and the Congress party is contesting. So we have
but this can be done amicably. This can be done amicably, but it is opening up a Pandora's box, a can of worms that is there for the BJP to exploit. Well, okay, I get your point of view trying to say that this has always been a two-way fight and it's just going on the way it is as far as the state of Kerala is concerned. Now, coming back to the point of the flags, If the IUML has always been, supporting or a strong partner in the UDF, what was the problem in them bringing their flags to the Rahul Gandhi rally? What was the compulsion that flags in itself didn't have to be there in a rally? Is it trying to indicate that the image of Rahul Gandhi is so big that the individual just being there on that rally bus is more than enough, that you don't need to show off any political flag?
Deepak, was that question to me?
Yes, Mr. Kurian, that's for you.
Deepak, was that question to me?
Yes.
This flag row is just uncalled for, and it is just blowing out of proportion. See, every political party has a strategy for election purposes, and we have displayed the flag cards of Rahul Gandhi. To be very precise, he's the candidate from Wayanad, and that is of importance. And we also had tricolor balloons and things like that. So we are keeping it very systematic as far as the election in Kerala is concerned. I think this is just being blown out of proportion, this flag thing, and this. It doesn't really make any sense at this point in time.
But why was it done?
That the Congress party is an inclusive one. We have an inclusive manifesto. We want to carry everybody along. The Yuva, Shramik, Kisan, Nyari, and Hissadari Nyaya. So we are confident about the 25 guarantees that we have rolled out, and we are confident the India at large people will, and the voters, we have left it to their wisdom to take a call on this one.
Mr. Kurian, but then why is the CPI saying it's cowardice?
Well, it is for the CPI to answer on that one. So I don't have any comments to make on that one.
Okay, interesting. Let me also bring in the BJP advocate E. Krishnadas has been listening quite patiently. Mr. Krishnadas, I think you have answering to do to both the spokespersons there, because they completely rubbished BJP's presence or any sort of effect in these elections, especially in Kerala. And
Deepak,
also I want you to comment on the
evening.
flag issue as well.
Deepak, very good evening. If an Oscar award was to be given for the best drama in this election time, I'm sure that award would go to the left front and the Congress front in Kerala. Here, what is happening in Kerala, the nation is seeing, they are fighting out in Kerala on every petty matter, and they are the strangest bedfellows in Delhi. In Delhi, they sit together, they have a cup of tea together, they say that they are in a grand alliance, and here they are fighting it out over each and every petty matter. And this they call the grand alliance. The nation is watching. This grand alliance is bound to fail, is bound to fall. Absolutely, they have no unity even over carrying a flag. And Congress party, it has stooped to its lowest ever record low they have stooped to. They don't have the spine to carry their own flags. They barred the Muslim League from carrying their flags. Muslim League demanded that Congress should not carry their flags. And just imagine the party workers, the dilemma of the party workers. They are denied the right to carry their own flag. The most spineless, the most cowards in the entire what you call Kerala, the political workers not being able to carry their own flag. And here, we see V.D. Sadishan saying that CPM is having an unholy nexus with BJP. Mr. Sadishan, the Congress representative, Sri George Kurian, who is having an alliance, the I.N.D.I.A alliance in Delhi. You two are sitting together, you are seeking votes all over the nation, and in Kerala, you are breathing over each other's neck. Absolutely, all humbug. A big drama is being played in Kerala, but people have understood. And George Kurian, my advice to you is please talk to Mr. Shashi Tharoor, who has claimed yesterday that in Trivandrum, the fight is direct between Congress and the N.D.A candidate, the Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar. If you have no information of what is happening in Trivandrum, what is happening in Pathanamthitta, what is happening in Thrissur, then I advise you seek your advice from Sri Shashi Tharoor, who has mentioned that the fight is direct between Congress and BJP. And what we see in Kerala, there are more than a dozen seats where Bharatiya Janata Party is seriously contending. And I am sure that we are going to make a huge inroads in Kerala.
Okay, the BJP believes that this time they're going to make a big impact, but of course, Mr. Das, these sort of assurances have come in from the BJP in the past as well, election after election, but we'll really have to see this time how different it's going to be from the promises made in the past. I'll also bring in K.A. Shaji. Of course, he's well versed with Wayanad and how things work there. Mr. Shaji, firstly, how do you see this controversy of the Chief Minister himself taking on Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his rally, and this controversy around the flag? If you have spoken to some of the people who are there and understood this issue better, put it in perspective for our viewers.
First of all, I wish to give a small background. 5 years ago, in 2019, when the elections happened, a similar kind of roadshow was conducted by Rahul Gandhi in Wayanad. And that time, enormous numbers of Union Muslim League activists, they took part in the rally, they took part in the roadshow, carrying their green flags. And that time, the India's Home Minister Amit Shah and the entire Sangh Parivar communication wing went on to say the voters in North India that in Kerala, in Wayanad, fanatics or Pakistan agents are shouting slogans favoring Rahul Gandhi, and they are waving Pakistan flags. The thing is that it is a false propaganda. It happened in North India, and it turned not only against the Congress, but also against the entire secular opposition. That severely affected the entire secular opposition, including CPM and CPI at the national level. So this time, the Congress and the Indian Union Muslim League decided strategically to avoid waving of such flags. I think it is not a big issue because it is a kind of strategy two political parties which are forming part of a larger formation took as a strategy. And we know, in Kerala, we know, and also in Tamil Nadu, we know what is Indian Union Muslim League. It is not a communal party. It is a minority party. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister, he sent IUML leader, late E. Ahmed, to the United Nations to argue the case for Jammu and Kashmir. And he done it well. And when the Babri Masjid issue was happening, IUML stand for the unity and inclusivity of Kerala, and it was one of the backbones of preventing any kind of communal clash in Kerala. So that is the history we know about IUML in Kerala. But outside, there is a willful distortion of the history of the IUML and making it as an outfit that is still wishing to join Pakistan. That is a false propaganda by the Sangh Parivar machinery. That is why the Congress wanted, the IUML also wanted.
But Mr. Shaji, the question is, you're arguing that it's a propaganda by the BJP. Many are saying that it is a propaganda by the BJP. But the question is, why is the Congress allowing the propaganda? Why are they falling into that trap? Well, we'll discuss that. I just need to take a 20-second commercial. We'll be back. We'll be right back. Mr. Shaji. Just 20 seconds.